Hi, my name is Stephanie Heather. I am 23 years old. I'm a wife and a mom to a 6-month-old baby, and this is my story. I went to an all-girls school from grade 4 to grade 9, so I was a little bit sheltered from boys and all the kind of party scene sort of things that you can go through in school. But once high school came around, I made friends with a boy, and I made friends with many boys and lots of girls who were into the same kinds of things. It started out with drinking and weed, and then the older I got and the further in high school I got, it just kept branching out to anything and everything. And it just got worse and worse and worse, to the point where I lost my job and I lost my house, and I moved in with my mom again. I had hit rock bottom and I didn't know where else to turn, but I had this one friend who had gifted me a Bible, a little Bible. So I thought, I've pursued everything else in my life as best as I could. I've tried Buddhism, I've tried all the other religions, I've tried sorcery, I was a pagan, I was into witchcraft, I did spells, I did crystals, I did all that kind of stuff, tarot, everything. I tried all of it. None of it worked, and I was pursuing to have this good life. And the one last thing that I hadn't tried was reading the Bible. So I picked it up, I read it, I said a prayer, and that same friend called me the next day and said, hey, I'm gonna go do this wedding project this weekend, and it'll be a free weekend on me, come with me. And I said, yes, okay, I'll go, perfect. So while I was there, I met Christians for the first time in my life, and I thought they were amazing, and I never met people like that before in my life. I remember getting a book from the library. This one chapter was called Lily White. And it was all about how Jesus is the only prince that you need. You don't need anyone else in your life, you just need him. He will make you lily white. And it said that even if you've done drugs, even if you've been promiscuous, no matter what you've done, the bad things you've done, stealing, all that kind of stuff, you can be made clean of it. And I thought, oh my gosh, like I've gone into stores with a backpack and loaded it with stuff and ran away with it. I've slept over at guys' house that I don't even know how many numbers. I've done drugs that I don't even know what they are, and I'm lucky to be alive. How could I possibly be made clean from all that? It didn't make sense to me. But the book said, even with all those things, you can be made lily white, and Jesus is your prince. So I thought, okay, I don't know who Jesus is, but I'm gonna pray to him, and I did. I sat there at work. It was really quiet. There was nobody there. I made coffee for people. So I read this chapter and I said, okay, I'm gonna pray to Jesus. And I sat there and I closed my eyes and I prayed the best prayer I could to Jesus. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I had to pray to him to be lily white because I wanted a fresh start. So I prayed the prayer, and then I was like, okay, this is cool. Great, hopefully this worked. And then a few seconds later, this girl walks in and she is just so bubbly, and she's got this curly red hair, and she's super smiley and full of life. And she asks for coffee, and I make her a coffee, and we're chatting and having a good time. And then finally she leaves and she says, it was really nice chatting with you. And I was like, yeah, it was really nice to meet you too. You're really sweet and I like talking to you. And I said, what's your name? And she said, I'm Lily, with a big smile. And then she just walked away. And I was in shock. I couldn't believe that I had just prayed to Jesus to be lily white. And moments later, this girl walks in. Her name is Lily, with like this big smile on her face. So I knew then that I had pursued something and it was real. He had come to me in that day. I never saw her again. I didn't see her out the window. I couldn't see her walking away. Today, I think maybe she was an angel, I'm not sure. But after that day, my life changed. And then moments later, the guy that I had a huge crush on walked through the door, and he surprised me at work. And now that is my husband. And we've been married for 3 years now, and we just had a baby. His name is Thomas, and we couldn't be happier. And ever since that day, he's shown me that he's with me so many other times. He didn't just come to me that one time to show me that he's real and that I had fought and pursued him. He came and he comes all the time into my life to show me that he's with me. I was I was pursuing so many things in my life and chasing after things to feel whole and to find the true meaning of life. And I searched everywhere, and I found it when I turned to Jesus. Now I know the truth and I know what's real, and I'm set for life. So